counterfeit agencies are going to go after those who are caught counterfeiting, because they have been warned. Because remember, the retailers are our partners and the consumers are people we know. So regarding this, I think to just pinpoint for consumers who are listening, our research shows that 50% of consumers go buying a counterfeit device knowing it is a counterfeit. The other 50 are gullible, and retailers are taking the opportunity to hoodwink them. So first, we want to create awareness for both parties so that at the end of the day they know.
All right, so who gets fined? Say maybe as a consumer I have a Nokia N8 which is counterfeit. Do I get fined if I'm found with it? Or a trader, as a trader who is selling Nokia phones, what happens to them? Okay,
the two people who are targeted with the fines, and I'm going to share a bit about the fines in a short while, is one is the distributors, meaning these are the people who either go to China or wherever it is that they go to and bring the counterfeit goods, meaning they're benefiting from an intellectual property right that is held by Nokia. Two would be the traders who are also benefiting, because in selling this they're making money, and a couple of them are aware and others are not aware. But remember, ignorance is no defense. So at the end of the day, these are the two people who are affected. The third is a consumer, whereby if somebody sold to you a phone claiming it was counterfeit, you can go and make a complaint. Today you can go to the Anti-Counterfeit agency. You can also go to the Kenya Bureau of Standards, who claim up until today they receive almost 2 complaints on a daily basis from people who go there thinking that they have not they bought a phone thinking it was a genuine Nokia, and yet it wasn't. And this affects us most because we're the market leaders in this part of the world.
All right, I'm sure this comes also in stride with Nokia being dominating a huge percentage of the African market. But now, what are you doing in terms of Sony Ericsson came back to the Kenyan market just last year, and now we have TMS numbers, the research group that released China phones actually really picking up. Are you guys scared?
That's an interesting one. I think another development which I would attribute to seeing a couple of the device manufacturers coming back into the market. We always say Africa is not for sissies, and the market is tough for this part of the world, yet Nokia has stayed on through the years. One of the key things that happened 1.5 to 2 years ago, the Minister for Finance removed VAT on mobile devices. As a result, the market became open, and today I would tell consumers, if before you'd go to Dubai to buy your phone, the prices here are the same as the prices in Dubai, because there's no VAT element. So we welcome competition, and it will be interesting seeing that we as Nokia in it for the long haul. If anything, we're investing more in this part of the world.
All right, there's some mobile trends that have been released earlier last week, that most of the Kenyans prefer using mobile phones in terms of their day-to-day lives, in terms of sending emails. They prefer doing that using their mobile phones. And to manufacturers of phones, maybe say Nokia, there was something that you need to come up with new applications. What do you have to say about that?
That's interesting, Liz, because I think we started on this campaign 2 years ago when it didn't make sense. So many Kenyans today, for example, have email accounts, but nobody went out at them encouraging them to sign up for an email. Nokia 2 years ago went out telling people, we got Ovemail. You can sign up on your Ovemail account for the first time on a mobile phone that is costing, then it was 1680, which costed less than 1,500 or so. So we trailblazed in that. And of course, the more interesting bit is about applications. So today, Nokia has Ovi Store, for which you can go in there and access so many applications, from business productivity to personal enhancement to entertainment. And we're seeing a really big upside to this. Before I came here, I noticed a tweet mentioning that the Ovi site has reached 5 million downloads a day. So Kenyans are going in there, and the majority of phones that they have are Nokias today, and they are enjoying these services, which is a great news for us.
And is this because most of the phones now have become more affordable even to the common mwananchi?
Yes, I think that's an interesting statement. I think with technology, I mean, if you bought a TV 5 years ago, you go look at the same price, it comes down. The pricing in technology always goes south. But of course, the person who goes to launch a device first knows that either make money earlier on, then the price goes down. So we're seeing more and more people. A year and a half ago, when we did a dipstick with our partner Safaricom of what are the number of connections of GPRS enabled, meaning able to access the internet, was 1.5. I think a short while ago, the numbers I saw was 4 million people, and going upwards very, very strongly. So prices are becoming more affordable, and we're bringing to consumers affordable phones like the Nokia X201, which is part of the anti-counterfeit campaign that we're driving, telling people that, listen, the services you want are now more affordable.
All right, and maybe finally, regarding going back to the forum that you had last week on the anti-counterfeit campaign,